Hey, what is going on, guys? Today I am sharing with you my personal settings that I use with NeckFX, as well as just what is NeckFX, and if you're not using it, why you should be using it right now. So just as a quick rundown, in Sims, if you don't have NeckFX on, and in most Sims which don't really have this support, your head is kind of locked, and you can only see out the windshield. You can't really specifically look at a specific part of the track. Now, in real life, of course, this is not the case. You can move your neck around, not of course a ton with the Hans device and all that, but you can still move your neck, and the main thing is looking to the apex. Here I think is Pierre Gasly. I think this is at Monaco, or then there's like Grosjean at Canada. I don't know what I'm going to use specifically, but you can see that, you look to the apex when you're driving pretty much. I mean, if you've driven a car, of course you look around all the time to see what's going on, and if you're racing, you're always looking ahead, you're looking at the next corner, things like that. So I'm going to be sharing with you NeckFX, which, if you don't know, is right here in your CSP settings, and it is right down here. If it's not active, you're going to want to click activate, and this is everything in red is what I have changed. I haven't changed much, to be honest. So let's go over the settings real quick, and then of course I will show you a visual representation in game of what my settings look like, and just if you should want it, pretty much, which you should if you're trying to go fast and be realistic in Assetto Corsa if you don't have VR. So what's nice for you guys is that I'm actually just going to post a link in the description below to my NeckFX settings, so you just click on that, and then it'll just say add to content manager, and boom, you will have all this anyway. But for those of you who maybe you're on mobile or something like that, and you want to get the settings, I'll list them off. So of course you're going to want to activate it. And then my effect gain is at 100%. My tilt speed is at 30%. I'm going to put on inverse tilt. From what I've determined, this is more like G-forces on your neck. Look angle threshold is at 0.41. My velocity for direct alignment is at 50%. My steering is at 125%. This basically says how many degrees from fully left to fully right of view you're going to get. So in total, I have 125 degrees of total view, which is about like, what's 125 divided by 2? Like 90 degrees, 80 degrees in pretty much all directions. So somewhere in there. So that's what that's going to give you. Basically, this is just how many degrees for steering right here. Velocity, inverse tilt. Again, this is, I think, stuff with like the G-forces on your neck. And besides that, the only thing I've other changed is the chromatic abrasion right here. Yeah, that's. Oh, I actually don't even know what that is, but yeah. And then show driver helmet will basically only. I haven't seen where this does work, but it should put like a helmet overlay on your screen, pretty much. But yeah, this is all my settings, and let's hop right into a game, and I will show you what these settings do. Alrighty, so here we are in the Ferrari 488 GT challenge, I think it is. So we're going to get going here. And as you can see, when I turn, my head focuses when I'm trying to go straight. And then when I'm turning, it's just really smart and nifty. Looking at the apex, you've noticed that in probably like the last almost month of my videos, I've had this on, and it just looks really nice. It actually makes it easier to drive. Of course, VR, this will help with immersion a lot if you don't have VR, because it just kind of just simulates VR without having to move your head. And yeah, this is just a tin top example. Another thing that we can stop right here once we complete a lap of Lime Rock Park here is I will also show you that you can have free look cam with this. So I have it bound to a joystick, but you can bind it to any button, and you can look down. I can look over there. I can look pretty much anywhere. I can look out the window. I can look at my mirrors. look anywhere pretty much. Look at the seat next to me. So another thing that I feel like this does, I feel like it just makes everything feel a lot more 3D. It just makes everything kind of look better to me. It makes things look higher quality. I don't know. It's probably a placebo effect, but hey man, guess we'll never know. But I will show you now in an open wheel car. We can hop into like an F1 or F2 car and yeah, see what it looks like with the, of course, halo and things like that. Alrighty, so here we are. We're actually at the Jeddah Street Circuit, only because I haven't driven this track in a while, and I kind of just wanted to go back to it. So here we are at the We Don't Like Human Rights Grand Prix track, and as you can see, I mean, it looks just how you'd expect pretty much. Personally, with NECFX, I think it's a lot easier to look past the halo, because of course in real life, you know, when you're looking up the road, you kind of don't see that halo post, which is why it isn't a big deal. But of course, on a flat 2D screen, you can't really help that very much. So yeah, we're going in here, and we're just going to do this. And this is a great track mod. The track itself, like where it's at, and just the track itself is horrible, but the mod representing it is actually really good. So shout out to Tyrone, I think is who made this track. But yeah, that's NECFX. I think it makes your just overall immersion in the game a lot better in Assetto Corsa. You can throw on some DRS, why not? And yeah, that's really it. So again, as I crash, NECFX settings in the link in the description below. If you have Content Manager, just click on it and it'll say like open in Content Manager or something, and you will be able to download it. So yeah, that's all I really have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one, guys.